I absolutely love that there is a natural way to be able to relax, but you know what? Sometimes my wallet doesn't love it, but luckily Value Sesh is there for you because you can sesh for less with their rabbit hole gummies. They are packed with D9. You can get that relaxing feeling without killing your bank account. You know what? Tony tried these himself. He absolutely loved them. We cannot wait to try them, but you can try them at even further of a discount than what they normally are at. If you use the code SCAREDY at valuesesh.com, you can get 25% off of this and be able to relax with the Scaredy crew. So make sure to go get yours. And you know what? We're going to tell you what we think. So make sure to let us know what you think in the comments.
Can I get a woo? Woo!
I don't know if you guys can hear it. But there's like at least 1,000 people here.
Yeah, it's like the sound is deafening.
We're like really trying to crank the gains. You guys can hear us over the roar of the crowd.
We're hanging from the rafters here at Jarrod's Coffee, Tea, and Gallery in Mesa, Arizona. Sunday.
Hell yeah. It's our time.
Hi, welcome to Scaredycast, everybody.
Welcome to Scaredycast.
This
We're
is
super
our
excited
last
to be
show
here.
of the month.
Woo!
Last show of the month.
Oh my
Last
gosh.
live show. We have been everywhere, including your mom's house, and it has been wild times.
Your mom's number one Scaredycast fan.
She's number one Scaredycast fan.
The
What can I
Scaredycast
say?
groupie.
Made me oatmeal and toast for breakfast.
Oh, see? Power.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for being here. We are Scaredycast. I think we all know everyone in this room.
Yeah.
But we're
Yeah.
super excited to be here at Jarrod's Coffee because we want to give a little background on Jarrod's Coffee. It is supposedly very haunted here. You are in a place that doesn't just have a couple ghosts, but they've identified up to 16 ghosts
What?
here at this place. And what is so incredible is the last time, so they do ghost tours and things, including one that will be here around 11:30 tonight with East Valley Paranormal.
Oh my gosh.
The last time they identified 3 names and they thought it was 3 different gentlemen, but it actually, they went to go check out the records and someone that owned this house, it was like his first, middle, and last name. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. So
Like it came up on the little thing?
no, they had like records of like the guy that
I
owned
mean
this
like
house.
where'd they get the names from?
Oh, like someone that like did a ghost tour here.
And was like, I've gotten these 3 names, and then they looked it
it's
up
like
and they were like,
Gustav Emerson something.
damn.
I don't remember the
That's
names.
pretty cool.
But yeah, isn't that crazy? So if anything weird happens tonight, I don't know if you're drunk or not, but
Blame the ghosts.
Just blame the ghosts. Yeah, just blame the ghosts. And I think if we have time, we're gonna do the Estes method tonight. Are we gonna?
Oh
do
yeah,
that?
everything's in the car.
Perfect.
Oh, hell
I'll
yeah.
go get it
All
later. I'll
we'll
get it
do the
later.
Estes method in the car.
I'll run and get everything later. Shout out Lucky Cat's workshop for saving us. She's over there. She's creating things right now. What are you making?
Oh, okay, I have my Fresno Nightcrawler, and he's huge.
Yeah,
in
he's
my
like 4 foot tall.
Taylor, you've seen? Yeah.
I love
He's
it.
4.5 feet tall. He literally lays on my bed. Taylor is in love with him as well.
Oh, he's the
she
best.
almost tried to steal him. So
Best cuddler, honestly, though.
he's a big good color.
Oh, yeah.
He's
we
great.
were setting up to do the show and realized our little recorder for our podcast was out of batteries. And so she just pops up with this thing called the Naco Boost X.
She said it could jump our car.
She's like, this will power your car. I was like,
She's like, it should work for your microphone.
We're just like, you're just carrying this around? She's like, yeah, I have really bad anxiety. I was like, that makes sense.
I was like, we have anxiety too, but we're not the type that's like prepared. We
Oh,
just
God,
like.
yeah, no.
She's like, do you guys need
causes us to-
Pedialyte? Do you guys need some Cheerios? Like, I have snacks. Like, everybody okay? You know, a little sunscreen.
People come to me if they need something. They know I
You're the mom of
man.
everybody.
Beautiful.
I love that. I love that.
Dang.
Well, I'm glad
She's
that
like
you're
a
our guy
CVS.
tonight.
She's just portable CVS. You got everything.
CVS. Why CVS?
Yeah.
Because they're like aren't they like 24 hours
What do
pharmacy
you
or
think?
something?
What do you think more of like a Walmart?
I hate Walmart.
I don't have anything 24 hours by my house, so
You know, it got me thinking.
nothing's open.
Why
even
is there
past
so
9.
many dead people at this coffee shop?
I don't know.
Because it's Mesa.
6? There is 16 so
16
far dead.
ghosts.
Look at how cool
What?
this place is. This place is awesome.
Yeah.
Also, Mesa is super haunted.
Huh? Oh,
The coffee.
They got killer coffee.
It's literally
You know
giving
what?
people heart attacks.
Speaking of,
I mean, if
attacks?
I was gonna go, I wouldn't mind going here.
I have a drink right now with 4 shots of espresso in it. Should I be worried?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh boy.
They do have really awesome events happening here all the time as well. So there's going to be live comedy. There was just like a rap artist party happening, and obviously we're here, but they have events here all the time.
All different stuff. Like any.
I want
you
a
never
Jarrod's
know.
coffee in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it is
I
a
want
dry
one in
discount.
Anthem, but I don't think anybody would like it up there because they're different types of people in Anthem.
Oh yeah. Anthem's different.
Well, what does that say about you?
It says I need to get the hell out of Anthem already.
All right, so I got a question. If you guys, since there's at least 16 dead people here,
Yeah.
that now are stuck in, are they trapped, or do they choose to be in this coffee place, do you think?
I don't know
like,
because
if you
remember
die and you haunt someplace forever, where would you want to haunt?
a
Disneyland.
bar for sure.
Disneyland?
I think a bar. I don't
You
know,
wouldn't get
like
tired?
a fun bar.
Where? What's a
don't
fun
know.
bar? Name one fun bar.
Name one fun bar that's worth spending eternity in.
Forever.
Gilligan's.
Gilligan's.
That's a great one. That's a great one. Literally like any bar, like Cornish
Any
Taxi downtown.
bar?
She's easy. You will live forever in some
Yeah,
bar.
I don't want to be at Disneyland like hearing the same music and like watching children
You're
run
gonna be
around
listening
all
to
the
the
time.
same music. There's multiple lands to visit.
No.
You could be in New Orleans for a while, and then you're like, I'm gonna go live in Tomorrowland for a while, and then
you have a point.
fantasy and
Because at that
Toontown
point-
Okay. Then I change my. Okay, I've never been, but then I say Epcot.
But what if it's
Okay, that's
terrible
fine.
and you're
'Cause
already
then it's a
doomed to
bunch
live
of.
there forever?
Then it's like kind of like a bunch of countries.
Yeah.
Kinda. Right.
Then you get to hear all
And
their
bars.
country's music over every single
That's fine.
day.
That's fine. If I'm gonna be
That's fine by
stuck
me.
eternally, it's better than like my room, like at home.
Oh
I don't
man,
know. Says the girl who was just like, any bar is fine. Like,
Yeah,
geez.
any bar.
Have some standards, Kels.
Yeah.
Never, never. I will never heighten my standards
Oh,
for you.
boy.
But, okay, well then, where would you? Okay, if you are going to be a ghost and you're stuck somewhere eternally, where's your number one then? Since a bar is not a good answer,
Probably like Quick Trip.
it is a safe place.
Their food is so good. It's really well lit. Everything in every store is consistent. So there's 2 like versions of a Quick Trip. There's a really nice store where there's a middle section and the 2 sides, and they have extra drinks on each side. Or there's like a normal QT, but everything is exactly laid out. Like you know where the bathroom is in every QT in every state. You know where
but you won't
the
need
chips
that.
are.
You
What?
don't need that as a ghost.
Right. Well, you don't
Do you
know.
need help?
Are you okay?
We're just
I
like
could've-
ignoring you. We're about to have a 17th ghost.
Oh boy!
Whoa.
Right to the chandelier. Yeah, Jared's
Oh my gosh!
doing
If
a little
a
remodeling
Phantom of the
tonight.
Opera just happened.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. Probably QT. I like. Oh, what about you? You love their
Quick
pizza?
So let me
Are you
just say,
serious?
I don't have a QT up where I live. I just have Circle K's. Boo. And so I
There
only,
goes our Circle K sponsorship.
I just stopped there. But they
We were
started
this close.
They started building a little more north, some QTs, and just like 2 days ago or so, me and Brown were at QT, and I was really hungry, so I was like, I'm just gonna grab a pizza.
And I was like, good choice. I've been preaching the gospel of
Yeah.
Quick Trip for like since
And
I
I've
was.
always been like gas station food. bleh.
I'm like, exactly. This is
Yeah.
not a gas station.
No.
This is QT.
It's different. It's built different. I ate that pizza, and I could not stop thinking about that pizza
What about
while
that
we were
pizza?
recording. It was just good. Like
Just
For one
crunchy.
thing, the first thing they did, that if I immediately see it on a pizza, I know it's going to be a good pizza, is if the cheese and sauce is almost overlapping the crust. If there's like
okay.
If it's sloppy.
if there's just like a centimeter crust left, yeah, I'm like, oh god, that's going to be really
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
It's going to be good. And then so like after we recorded, and I dropped you guys off, I went straight to QT.
so okay. So we
They
get
did
this.
You did a
They
double
didn't
dipper.
have any slices left, and I was like wandering, kind of doing the thing, and he's like, "Can I help you?" I was like, "You guys got any pizza back there?"
You got to do the touch screen and you can get a slice yourself.
Well, thanks. I know now.
Have you ever been to a Quick Trip ever? What?
I've only been in just to grab like some water or something. So the guy's like, "We can make you a whole pizza," and I was like, "Oh." He's like, "Yeah, just go do the touchscreen thing." I was like, "What, the touchscreen?" So I got the QT app now. Like
Dang.
I'm all hooked up in there. Like I'm getting rewards with
He's
my
got
pizza.
bumper stickers.
Listen,
Meanwhile, like,
this will tell you exactly how much that pizza meant to me the other night. After I dropped you off,
yeah.
I had about my little gas tank thing said you have 15 miles to go till you're empty, and I was at least 10 miles out from QT, and I'm like, I'm going to risk it.
I'll risk it.
I'm
I'll
gonna
take
do
my
it.
chances.
I pulled in with 1 mile to go on that little
Damn.
gauge
He had
thing.
to push that shit into QTs.
Dude, I was ready to hit it in neutral and just coast on in.
Tony like changed his life when he realized that there's not always stabbings at like the gas stations around
He's
here.
like,
There's
I
there's
thought
quick trips out there.
Disneyland was the happiest place on earth.
QT Pizza is better than Disneyland Pizza.
So
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
okay,
Pizza Planet's
so would you
not
still
good.
choose Disneyland over? I don't know. Quick
Well,
trips.
Well, yeah. I mean, Disneyland has so much good food. Yeah, I'm going to eat the pizza.
But
there. I'm fine with
QT
that.
has bathroom land and
I'm
beer
not saying,
freezer
I'm
world.
not saying QT's a bad choice,
okay.
but I mean Disneyland. I mean, come on.
Wait, what did you say?
I can go on
Any
rides.
besides after any bar? What was your final answer?
I don't remember. What did I
Oh,
say?
God, didn't
Oh,
even
I said
know.
Epcot. I said Epcot. Because then it's like all these different
Yeah,
countries. Like,
Epcot's good. Yeah.
But you could literally
And bars in there. So if I wanted to be a drunk ghost, then I could.
if
I
you're
think if you just said Disney World as a whole, you'd be good. Because
Oh, because an Animal Kingdom is in
all
there.
of it.
I didn't like Disney World, man. I thought
I've
it was
never
really-
been, so I don't know. I
Disneyland
don't-
is awesome. Disney World was like mid.
But does it include Animal
Damn.
Kingdom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then sure. Disney World, I guess.
I spent 4 hours in
Shitty.
line for an Avatar ride. That's probably why I didn't like it.
Probably. You did it all wrong.
Well,
I
also-
didn't. I was with a party of people that were like, we're going to wait 4 hours for this fucking ride. And I was like, I've never even seen Avatar.
You went with the wrong people. I didn't even touch an Avatar ride.
Yeah, why not?
It's not Disney.
I mean, it was pretty. Oh.
It's not Disney. I mean,
It was pretty cool, though.
Technically, it is, but it's not Disney.
Yeah. What about
Yeah.
Marvel? Is Marvel Disney? Or is it Marvel?
It is, but they have Marvel and Disney California Adventure, so it's separate from Disneyland. So it's good. If they put Marvel in Disneyland, no, I'm not going to be. I wouldn't like that.
No. Why not?
I wouldn't like that.
I like keep my Marvel out of
Let's
my
just talk about
Disneyland.
Disneyland on this episode.
No, I'm good. I have,
love
so, I
it.
have
Yeah, are you
so
guys
many
liking the
movies.
spooky?
We could talk about Haunted Disneyland.
That's fine,
Tell us
but I
about
have
Haunted
movies to
Disneyland.
review.
Do you
like-
believe that Walt Disney has his head cryogenically
No,
frozen?
no.
Do you believe
Why?
that Walt Disney was
Why
real?
don't I believe it?
Yeah.
Because it's insane.
Okay, but we literally have a
And when he
cryogenics place
died-
where
when he died, they didn't. You really think they had cryogenic technology back then?
they
mean,
had,
I don't
it's the
think
same
so.
thing. Freeze it,
But-
just freeze it.
That's why they made that movie Frozen, was because now if you try to Google search Disney Frozen, it only brings up that movie. It doesn't
you
bring up the stuff
serious?
about his head.
Is that like a real thing, or is that just a
I don't know, I'm
conspiracy?
just-
Disney conspiracy.
I think it
I
might
like
be
it
both.
though. I like it.
I like that's
But it
genius.
sounds pretty plausible.
Disney would do that shit.
Well,
That's why they don't
they-
let anybody die on their premises. They're like, oh wait, get them off, scoot them off, and then they're like, all right, and there's the property line.
They, like, roll
I'm calling it. He died at this time. It's like he's been dead for 15 minutes. He's
Except
been
for that
bleeding
one,
out the
there
whole
was
time.
a kid who died at Animal Kingdom. He got bit by a crocodile.
Okay,
Jesus.
yes, that was
Yeah.
at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
yeah, where there's signs everywhere of like crocodiles, and it's like a dad just let his toddler just wander around in the swamps.
Yeah.
Or no, is that a different
He
story?
was like, well,
Hey, welcome to Jarrod's Coffee, Tea, and Gallery.
Nice.
I decided to start welcoming everybody when they walk in.
okay, all right.
okay.
It's
Maybe
going
they'll
to be
hire me
really
as a door
annoying for
greeter.
everyone listening at home.
Oh, no, I think they'll like it.
Wait, okay, tell us more about Haunted Disney.
Well, there's just like lots of things, like, you know, in the Haunted Mansion ride, you sometimes hear voices or you see somebody, you know, because people are always trying to spread ashes in Disneyland, which don't do because they just vacuum it right
Okay,
up.
I have a story
And
about
they
that.
see everything there. So, like, you can't even discreetly, like, try to just ditch some ashes
could
somewhere.
you imagine? Like, all right, Dad, we're on Space Mountain. When everyone
you're like-
behind you's like,
You're breathing in another
oh, it
dead
tastes
person.
like your dad.
God.
How do you? I'd be like, how do you know what my dad tastes like?
Dad.
Dad, what were you doing with my friends? Okay, but speaking of that, this was a couple years ago, but I was at like one of the playoff games for the Phoenix Suns, and there was these couple of guys there. They started talking to me and my friend, and they were telling us the same story, that they had ashes of one of their brothers, that they go around to all the different arenas, and that's what they do, is they like spread ashes. And they were like fucked up. They were like super drunk, whatever. Next thing we know, we turn around, and on the bar, like, there is not just like a tiny little like of like thing. It is a lot of ashes. Like, you can like visibly see, like, it looks like a construction site. Like, there's so many ashes there, and then they're like pointing at it, and they're like, take a picture, and we're like, okay. I literally have this picture, but then we were talking about
Like,
more
ashes dumped out?
ash. Like, they just splashed the ashes on the side of the bar, and I was like,
Now I
that's
know what
definitely gonna
I
be-
want you guys to do with my body when I die.
splash it on the side of the bar. At
Take me to
Suns.
Mackenzie's and just spread my ashes
Mackenzie.
around.
See, okay, maybe Mackenzie's would be the bar that I would
Or
haunt.
Jarrod's.
No, okay, but that's not even the craziest part of this story. Where it's like it looked like they. Okay, first of all, I was like, how many ashes do you guys have of this person? Like, I know it's
Her
like,
dad was big.
it's not a lot, but like he said that they were at like a Green Bay game or something like that, and there was like this Miss Green Bay or I don't know, like Miss Packer or something, I don't know, and then she was like, I want to do like a bump of your brother.
Oh my God.
They let her sniff his brother's ashes because she quote unquote was hot. I was like, did you bang? And they were like, no. I'm like,
Okay.
so
She came up
Why?
to, she approached him and was like, hey, what are you guys going to do with those
they were
ashes?
like saying like the same thing, like that they were saying like, you know, oh, we go around to all these different arenas, la la, la, and like she was like, let me like do.
So
a
that was
bump.
her idea.
Yes.
So Miss Packer,
or whatever
Miss
it was.
Green
I don't
Bay.
remember who it was, but on.
she's like, hey, is that booger sugar? No, it's our brother. She's like, good enough.
She's like, let me
That'll
just have
do.
like disintegrated bone up in my sinus cavity.
Oh, that's good shit. This guy must have been high all the time.
And also, like, if you found out, like, say you're in the afterworld and you're like watching and you're like, oh, like my brother's like taking me around to all the different things. Like, that's what we used to do. Oh my goodness. And then all of a sudden you're like, wait, what's happening?
Do you think his brother was like, oh, hell yeah, dude?
Oh, my brother sniffed me, bro.
Yeah, my junk's all up in her nose. Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. Hey, go throw some more of me at that bar, bro. Like, what the fuck?
He's like, can you get like a son's cheerleader next time?
at first, I was like, all right, maybe this will be kind of a heartwarming story.
Yeah,
like, they go
that's
to
what I thought it was
every-
going
at first, like,
and
oh
then
my
it was like, nah,
God.
Miss Green Bay Packer.
Like they
fucking-
had little vials full of just a little bit of ashes that they just leave hidden somewhere in each
And we told them, I
sports
was
arena.
like, at least put them out in a bush outside or something. They're like, no, we're going to do it here in the bar. And we're like, okay. Well, they're going to get vacuumed
Now they're gonna
up.
be like, Jesus, what the
Whatever.
fuck? Like, okay, you know how like spitting on
I'm gonna
someone
try to
is
find
like
this.
not a federal offense, but it's like a felony because it's called like
It's assault.
yeah, that one.
Yeah.
And it's because it's like, you know, there's like chemical, you know, makeup shit, anatomy stuff. It's like gross.
Yeah.
Are ashes the same thing? Like
No.
if I just like threw ashes in your face, would it be like, dude, you just assaulted me with another person?
I mean,
I
I,
would
think
think
if you
so.
throw anything in my face, that's
Still
a
assault.
form of assault. So
But is it worse if it's human remains?
I 1,000%.
I never thought about it.
Hi, welcome to Jarrod's
Welcome
Coffee
to
Tea.
But yeah, okay. So, I mean, I guess as guys, like, would you be okay with that happening?
Yeah.
Yeah?
100%.
What?
Wait,
Yeah.
as guys, what? What are you talking about?
Like your ashes being sniffed by somebody.
I think
Well-
it depends on the person, the wear, and everything. Like,
What if it was like Ron Jeremy?
if it was like Ron Jeremy and we're in a back alley somewhere, no, I'm not down with this in one bit.
Hey man, you got the ashes? Hey man, it's
I'm
me,
not
Ron
okay
Jeremy.
with that. Get away from my ashes, Ron.
I really want to try to find this.
Who do you want? Who would you want to snort your ashes in the afterlife when you're looking back on Earth and you're like, let me just tune in here, see who's
Tune in and see who's snorting my ashes.
yeah. Who do you want?
I would say like Brad Pitt, Channing Tatum,
Josh Hartnett.
Josh
Josh
Hartnett,
Hartnett,
Yeah.
solid.
Hassan Piker.
Ugh.
Who?
Hassan
Don't
Piker.
just pass
Oh.
and skip. What about you?
He's an amazing man.
I,
How dare
I
you?
don't know. I don't know.
So it's got to be like
It's-
Carmen Electra.
Sure.
No, Aubrey Plaza for you.
Aubrey
oh,
Plaza.
huge,
Yeah.
huge.
I don't think
huge,
I want
huge.
anyone sniffing me though. And
No?
also, I'd be like really
What
sad
if
that
we made
I'm
a
like, why
pact?
is my dead body closer to this person than my live body ever was? Like that would really.
You know
fucking
who I
suck.
want to sniff my ashes? You guys.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, but
Yeah.
no.
Do you want us to eat you when you die?
Sure.
My
Like
friend has
cats?
a pact with his friends
Yeah.
that whoever dies first, they've already signed fucking paperwork.
Yeah.
That they're like, let my body go to my friends and they can do whatever they want. And they're like, yeah,
What?
we'll eat you.
That sounds like
That's like the worst
there was
science
that one
experiment
news-
ever.
There was that news story. I think we talked about it, but it was a long time ago. But like a guy, he had to have his foot amputated,
Oh no.
and so he made like a dinner party for his friends
Oh
Swear
my
to
god.
to serve them his foot.
Did they know?
Yes, they knew.
Knowingly.
Like they all knew they were going to be eating. He was
Okay.
like, "This is our chance to taste."
That's what my friend
Humans.
said. They're
But
like,
if it needed to be amputated, like there's probably something wrong with it.
God.
It's not even like
I don't
healthy
know what
human
was,
flesh.
I mean, there wasn't wrong with it to the point that it was going to be bad.
Okay.
I think it
It's
might
not
have
like
just been like an
gangrene or
injury
anything.
or something was to his foot, and
Okay.
it was going to have to go.
Gross.
But yeah, they
The
like.
doctor's like, why do you want your foot back so bad? And he's like, I just need it.
Yeah,
I just want it. I'm
friends are
just tell you
really
later.
hungry.
you guys could do whatever you want with my body when I die.
Anything?
Yeah,
All right.
just do whatever you want. Just make it cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, as long as it's cool.
I want a weekend at Bernie.
I don't
You.
care. Oh my God! Please, weekend at Bernie's me.
And then we'll have someone that is like, it's like the Wizard of Oz for you, and it's like, so it still looks like that you're like alive. But he's talking like it's someone else's voice.
What if you guys took my body and found a Disney Imagineer and had them turn my body into an animatronic?
Like Chuck E. Cheese.
Like a 25-cent ride for kids to just go like this on?
Oh man,
We put a saddle on you and stuff you.
I mean, that's a
You're
different.
outside the Safeway down the road.
Yeah, you'd have to go to like a different engineer, I think, for that.
All right,
If it's a Disney
we'll throw
Imagineer,
Mickey
it's
Mouse
gonna-
ears
I'll-
on you.
I'll be like,
What ride do you want to be on?
I
you
just
wanna
want
be
to
one
know.
of the
You guys
carousel?
just take me to shows when you're doing live shows. Just like I could be in the corner, so I'm just like,
Set you up.
"Welcome to Jarrod's Coffee, Tea, and Gallery." You know,
We'll just stuff you like a bear, and so you'll just be like standing in this big menacing pose, and we'll just put you
That'll
everywhere.
work.
And
too.
just like your lower jaw moves. It's like,
And then we'll give you a banjo, and kids will like, we'll make a little
do
Peter
you want us
Piper's
to
out
give
of
you
it.
an 8-pack as a bear?
a what?
Like an 8-pack?
Oh, I thought you were
Would be
talking
like a
about
buff
beer
bear?
and stuff. I was like,
I mean, we could do that.
yeah, make me as handsome as possible, please.
Okay, done.
Yeah.
8-pack.
Already are, dude.
Yeah, you're already
cut some
done.
of this out.
Yeah.
Cut like some of this.
We
You know,
got you.
We
Make
have
me
to add a little fur to make you a
That's
bear.
fine. It's fine. It's all right.
Keep him away from.
I have my so like they have they were just at Winter or Artists Assemble Horror Fest, and I think they were at another one, but like they do like marble looking globes. They can make like glass eyes, they can do all kinds of stuff, but you can get like people's ashes put inside of these.
That's
like
cool.
little like globe things. Mm-hmm. And I always feel bad because so like when my dad passed, my mom, Big Hoss, my mom had it done. So like I have this little like globe thing in like our china cabinet at home that has like his ashes kind of swirling in it, and it's all like mystical looking and shit. And then my mom passed, and I don't have any money. And these things are like, I was like, oh, hey, look, Nino's here. Nino, we're talking about my dead
Nino.
parents and where I have their remains. Come on
You're
in.
just
Welcome to
in time.
Jarrod's Coffee Tea and
Perfect
Gallery.
timing.
Oh, my God, so like at my china cabinet, my dad's in this little cool globe with his ashes swirling around. Looks like the universe in there. And then my mom died, and I was like, oh, I'm going to get the same thing done for her because, it'd match. Look cool. They'd like it. So like I looked into it. I was like, hey, I called my aunt. I was like, hey, how much did it cost to get my dad's ashes? She was like, $800. I was like, I don't got $8.
We'll get Mom a nice commemorative plate.
It's just my dad's ashes in this cool globe next to my mom's ashes that's just in the box that the place gave us. I mean, it's at least a black plastic box. It's not like a cardboard box. But still, I'm like, someday, Mom, don't worry. Just hang in there.
You know what?
just hang in there.
She's looking
Hey,
down
Mom,
like.
don't go anywhere.
Oh God, she's 100%. If my parents are floating around watching me, she is super pissed about this. Like, guaranteed.
What if you bury them
She's
together?
like, I can't believe it.
What if you bury them together? Will it be like endearing then? Because it's like, oh, at least they're together.
Well, I don't know where they said like a little bit of his ashes on this globe thing. They put the rest of his ashes with his mom. I don't know where his mom is buried, and I don't think she'd want to be buried with his mom too. So I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, probably just keep her in the cabinet, man.
Y'all didn't tell me what you wanted to do with this stuff, all right? Like,
And we'll be selling will plans after.
yeah, for sure.
Scaredycast wills.
Please make sure you guys have what you want with your remains left out for loved ones, so you're not just sitting in the default box.
Or being tossed
China
around
cabinet.
different venues throughout the country.
Just like, just put you in an old coffee can.
should I
Like,
just start bringing them with me everywhere we go?
No, please don't. I think that's a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for the Space Mountain thing that you were talking about.
I'll just be in the back seat. Brian, what you doing back there? Just getting high off your dad, bro.
Big Hoss.
Big Hoss.
Damn.
Hoss would appreciate it, probably.
All I can
Hey.
say is if anyone is responsible for my body after this that is listening to this podcast or in this room right now, do not let these two go anywhere near it because I just think it's not going to be good.
I want to
Things
melt you
happening.
down and add your ashes to wax into a crayon, and then I can draw in Kelsey.
Oh.
Okay.
Then it'd be like, cool. And I'd be like, here, look.
This is exactly why I just said what I said 10 seconds ago. This is a perfect example.
Stick them up my nose.
Yes.
Phoenix, Arizona, listen to me. Polar Bears Pop Culture Shop. They got the Epic Toy Show going on Saturday, December the 7th at the El Zariba Shrine Auditorium at 552 North 40th Street. Dude, there's going to be toys, comic books, action figures, collectibles, video games, all of the coolest retro and vintage stuff you could imagine. If you got that nerdy person in your life like me, you're going to find that special gift for the holidays this year at this show. I promise you. Every year when Christmas rolls around, Polar Bears Pop Culture Shop is the first place I always stop to get my shopping done. And this toy show is going to be insane. So make sure you check it out. Follow them on Instagram at Polar Bears Pop Culture Shop. Maybe you'll see us there too.
All right. We have a lot of movies we did not cover on our last podcast because we ran out of time. We had so much stuff, but I know we all have things to review.
We do.
We do have things to review.
Okay, I want to start with Trap.
Yeah,
because we were talking about Josh Hartnett.
Has anybody seen Trap?
TRAP.
Oh, you lucky people.
Wait a minute. Trap.
Man.
Well, The Faculty was the one you just watched. That's what it was. What are we
The
talking?
Faculty starring Josh Hartnett
Yeah.
with The Trap starring Josh Hartnett.
Whoa.
What's The Trap?
Full circle.
Like the
So
Parent
Trap is M. Night's new movie. Josh Hartnett plays a dad. He's taking his daughter to a concert, a Lady Raven concert. She's supposed to be like Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, like that
Like
level.
big pop star.
Big.
Yeah, most popular. Sells out arenas.
And then he's taking his daughter and he's noticing there's a very high presence of police at this concert. And he asks like a t-shirt vendor guy, he's like, hey, what's with all the police going on here? He's like, oh, I'm not supposed to tell anybody. But you know the butcher, that serial killer that's been running around chopping up people? He's supposed to be here tonight and they set a trap for him. Oh. But it turns out Josh Hartnett is the butcher.
Oh, spoiler.
It's not spoiler. It's in the trailer.
And it shows
It's
it
in the
within
trailer?
like
Yeah. It's very disappointing that it's in the trailer. But like,
now I don't want to see the movie. I know how it ends.
this whole reveal happens in like the first 10, 15 minutes of the movie. The rest of the movie is him trying to figure out how he's going to get out of here. Because like all the exits are closed. They're any person. They're like
any dude in there, they're just like manhandling him, like
dude.
taking him out of his seat.
They're like this lady. So there's a little bit of an inside joke thing happening. So Haley Mills plays what is it? Like somebody who's like an expert on serial killers.
Oh yeah, like
She has, like, a
she's
name.
a profiler.
Yes. So she's like in charge of this whole crackdown. Haley Mills starred in a Disney movie called The Parent Trap.
I said that.
Yeah.
I said that.
When
That's
you said
crazy.
that? Yeah.
You said trap.
Yeah.
I was like Parent Trap?
Oh, you did?
I
Sorry,
did.
my brain's
That's okay.
broken.
I'm
yeah,
just-
but
it's okay.
exactly like Parent Trap. Because he's a
Wow.
parent and he's trapped.
Oh, my God.
It's not a good movie.
Not good after all that. It's not-
Okay. What
Because
is
it's an M. Night, so you're thinking like, oh, there's going to be some kind of twist in
Yeah,
here.
there's
Like,
gonna be something.
oh, it's all set up to make it look like he's the serial killer, but maybe it's the daughter who's really like just a crazy
Yeah.
kid and
Yeah.
he's trying to protect her and stuff. No, he's just...
So M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong
Yes.
decided to blow his load a little too early. He
I
doesn't
don't
have
think
that
it's
slow
that.
burn, and then at the very end where you're like, oh, I see what you did. What
No,
a
it's
twist.
just-
I think this. Okay, so Lady Raven is also played by M. Night's daughter. So I think this
Oh.
was just a way to get her an acting gig because she's not good.
She's not good.
And there's like, okay, so what is so disappointing is like. We were talking about this in the car, is that M. Night can either have like some of the best fucking movies or some of the worst. Like I just
Yeah.
reviewed Kato Lake, which is an M. Night movie on Max that is really, really
Real good.
good. But this one, I think it literally was just a way to get like his daughter a star gig, which she will never have ever again because she was so terrible.
well, but she directs. She just had the
Well-
Watcher. She
No,
made,
that's a different one.
he has more than one
He
daughter.
has multiple daughters.
Oh, I
Multiple
didn't
daughters.
know.
Okay,
My
but
bad.
this movie could have been so good, but
My
there would be
bad.
like things where you're like, why didn't she just call the police? Like, so
There's so many instances in this movie where he could have just easily been caught if somebody was just like, "Oh yeah." That's it. Like so the twist, sorry, whatever, don't watch this movie. The whole movie you're like, "How the hell did they even think of him being at this concert?"
like, and in
Like-
the worst like thing, there's 13,000 people in attendance at this concert.
Does he
like,
only
why
kill
would you
like
think?
preteen girls?
No, he's killing just anybody. Really. Like he takes them, puts them in his basement. So he uses like safe houses, I guess to call them. Like he has like a family at home and stuff. So he like has separate houses.
Okay, so separate life, secret life shit. Yeah.
And his wife starts getting suspicious, and she follows him one night.
Ooh.
And sees him go into this place. And after he leaves, she goes in. And then she's just like hearing the news about the butcher and keeping an eye on him. And she's starting to kind of piece it together a little bit. So, yeah, I mean,
She
got
was
a
like,
fucking safe
I
house.
thought you were having an affair, but you kept on coming home every night smelling like cleaning product. So I knew that wasn't it. I was like, what are you fucking talking about?
How did you never know? Well, he only came home covered in blood.
all
wasn't
she had to
lipstick.
do was dial 911 and say, hey, I think my husband might be the guy you're looking for. The end. But instead, she finds a receipt in his wallet for tickets to the concert, goes to the safe house, tears up the receipt a little bit, throws it somewhere, calls the police anonymously, and says, I think you might need to check out the safe house. I think the killer might be there. And then they go find the receipt, form this big plan to trap him at the concert. The movie's an hour and 45 minutes long. 45 minutes into the movie, they've left the concert. They're heading home in broad daylight. I'm like, what concert
Ever.
starts
no.
and ends in the afternoon?
Well, remember
Especially-
they say like, I'm so glad she added this afternoon show because it was sold out.
There's the
I
twist.
missed that part.
That was
M.
like
Night,
someone
wait a
else
minute.
walking in.
Concerts don't happen during the day. That was the twist.
He's really running out of twists.
And also, this was like his longest cameo ever too. Like he was
Oh,
like,
he's in the movie
yeah,
too?
he
Yeah.
did a cameo, and it was like so long.
He always
But-
has little cameos.
But yeah, so like, okay, all these agents and stuff, they're like all talking about like, okay, so he's probably going to try to do this, like as like a form of distraction, is like right as he's about to pull the fire like lever, and he's like looking around
He
like.
steals one of the FBI agents like earpieces, so he's listening to the police radio. And while he's walking up to a fire alarm, getting ready to pull it, Haley Mills on there. He's like, he's going to try to cause a distraction, like pulling a fire alarm. And he's like, oh,
And
guess
he's
I
like looking
won't.
around like. No, but then they know all this information too. Like, oh, he has a tattoo on
Oh
his
God,
wrist.
this is one of my favorite parts of the movie. So she's on the radio and he's listening, and she's like, "Be on the lookout for a male in his late 30s and 40s. He could have gray hair, and he could be in his 50s. He could be a black man in his 30s. He could be this." They're just this, and then she says he could be a brown hair in his late 30s with a bunny tattoo on his wrist, and it's like. Anybody then, like any male in this building, but then this very specific one that's obviously him. And he's like listening to this and he's looking at his tattoo and he's like, and he finds a Lady Raven snap bracelet on the ground and just snaps it over his wrist. It's like, there, problem solved, I guess. If the police stop me, they'll never try to look underneath this snap bracelet I've put on my wrist.
My God.
Oh my God,
When was
man.
this movie made?
This
year, I
year.
think. Yeah, this year.
Oh, I thought it was like from the 90s.
Which is another thing. It's like, who has receipts for concerts laying around? Like, it's all digital.
Yeah, it's just an email.
And okay, I thought the wife had like told them about like the tattoo, and like they knew the specific tattoo, and I was like, why wouldn't she just send a fucking picture? Even if you're doing this an elaborate thing, like, you know what I mean, where it's like, okay, we're gonna set up this trap at this concert full of 20,000 people, send them a picture of who they're looking for.
Yeah, give them just a little bit of an idea.
Give them a name.
If you're not going to call the police, just be like, hey, I think my husband might be here looking for. Help more? Instead of like, you guys care if I just tell the end of this movie?
I don't think anyone cares.
Okay.
I think
So,
we've
like-
told enough of this that like
No one wants to see this now.
All right. I'm just going to burn through what happens after this movie. So he is trapped.
Oh.
He has finessed a way for his daughter to get brought up on stage because he's thinking the only way he's going to be able to get out is through backstage. And then he finds out, they bring a kid up on the stage to dance. So he goes up. That's where M. Night comes in. He's like, oh, hey, man, this is a cool concert. He's like, yeah, dude, it's pretty cool. He's like, yeah, my daughter really loves her. He's like, oh, my gosh, that's my niece. How convenient. And he's like,
Lady
that's
Raven is his
Lady
niece.
Raven's his niece.
And he's just in the general
And he's like,
admission,
oh,
I'm sure.
wow,
He's in
cool.
nosebleeds.
they're on the floor. They do have floor tickets, but
And then so like he's like, yeah, that's my daughter over there. She totally just got over leukemia. She would love to go up and meet Lady Raven. He's like, oh, yeah, cool. Let me see what we could do. So they end up bringing her up on stage. He gets into the backstage area finally. But it's like the end of the show. So they're like locking down exits and stuff. Even backstage, he's like, I can't go nowhere, man. Then there's like a really like, he's just stuck. And so he goes into Lady Raven, into her dressing room. And he's like, I'm the guy you guys are looking for right now. Yeah. You see this? And he pulls up an app on his phone that shows where he has somebody tied up in a basement. He's like, all I got to do is press a button on my phone, and that place fills up with carbon monoxide, and he's dead.
What a dastardly.
And I'm like, what app is this? Like, holy shit. Like, how did this get approved for the App Store, number one? Like,
He found that on the dark web for sure.
He's like, you're going to take us out of here and take us to your limo. We're going to go with you, or else he's dead. And so she's like, all right. And then so they get in the limo and they leave the arena. And so he's like, thanks, you could just drop us off. And she's like, what's the girl's name? Riley, the daughter? Lady Raven's like, hey, Riley, take me to your house. I want to see your room. And she's like, oh my gosh, like, oh, I'm freaking out. And the dad just like,
So they get there.
They go to the house.
I'm like, okay, this is making me realize just how bad this movie is. I thought it was bad, but like, I'm like, oh, it's pretty bad.
It's 2024. You literally just had to be like, hey, Siri, call 911. No, don't. Shit. Anyways.
Everyone check your phones. Everyone check your phones.
So they're like, everybody check your phones. Just make sure.
Damn it.
Shit.
Wait, no.
She's like calling 911.
So it's literally this singer who's equivalent to Taylor Swift in this world.
That's generous.
I mean, okay. Who would you say? Fergie. Even Fergalicious. Zero personal security.
Right.
Not a bodyguard, security person in sight
They're
for
just
her
like, these
leaving
three are okay. They're good.
anywhere. Yeah. They're just like, these three, they're good.
Oh, he's got a little snap wristband. He's good. He's
Yeah.
good. Let him in.
I'm just thinking about people in their cars listening to this podcast now that just got 911 called.
Yeah, Monday is
So
going to be
it's
a nightmare
literally-
when this releases.
It's just her by herself at their house. And it's like, the regular suburban home with his wife and two kids. And they're all excited because Lady Raven's there. And she's just like delaying things. And so she's like, let's take a selfie. And like, oh, yeah. And so she grabs Josh Hartnett's phone and then takes a selfie and then runs into the bathroom real quick with it. Now, she has Josh Hartnett's phone that has the security camera. Touch of a button, that man's dead. She has her personal phone. What would you think she does next?
I'd probably call 911.
No. She goes on Instagram Live and starts live streaming from the bathroom and is like...
She's like, guys, I have this app. If I push this button, this man dies.
No, for real. She's like, this man needs help. And she's like, did you see anything? He's like, no, I was blindfolded. I had a bag over my head. But I did see.
She's
I saw
able
a
to talk
broken
to the
lion
man.
statue.
She's able to talk to the man. And the man's like, there's a broken lion statue and the front door is blue. That's the only tip she gets. She goes on Instagram Live and is like, guys, this man needs help. Does anybody know in Philadelphia where there's a broken lion next to a blue door? And this girl's like, that's across the street from me.
She's like, take you and your family and go over there and save this man. Not like, okay, call the police for this house that is across the
She
street
not
from
only
you.
has one phone, she has two phones. And she's like, if only I had something to call the police.
Okay, but also, okay.
Everyone on Instagram, just start calling
Well,
cops.
she does send a text message to, I think, is
the
her
driver
chauffeur.
to call
911. The
Hey,
police.
help me.
Yes, she does do that.
She texts 911?
No, she texts her
She
driver.
texts somebody else to call
She
911.
texts her chauffeur to call 911. Okay, but regardless of like how this app even is in existence, you think there'd be so many passcodes on it, like facial recognition, like how, like literally you can have dirty picture apps like that have more security.
Yeah, the
than
murder app is just doesn't need facial recognition or nothing. Just open.
the carbon monoxide.
Yeah, so like after she does this Instagram Live, 30 seconds tops goes by. Josh Hartnett bursts in, grabs his phone, checks the camera. This family has already gone over there, broken his chains, and got him out.
Nice.
Like this man was super chained up.
Yeah.
So So then they leave again. Like the family's freaking out because he's trying to break down this door, and they're like, "Dad, what are you doing? You're crazy right now." The family disappears. He gets into the bathroom, grabs her, takes her to the garage, gets his go bag. He's got a go bag ready to go.
Oh.
And they're getting ready to open. Garage door opens up, and the family's standing in the driveway blocking the way.
Dodo.
He can't leave.
Dodo.
And then he just kind of starts having a mental breakdown.
Just hit him
and
with the car.
Lady Raven just gets out of the car.
Oh.
Lady Raven was like talking to him like his mom.
Yeah.
Being like, you're being a bad boy. Like,
It's a Friday the 13th scenario where like they're
Yes.
pretending to be the mom, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mom."
And it's like, Jason, you're bad.
All the police show up. He closes the garage door. He's in there by himself. Police break in. They can't find him.
Jesus.
And then they find a tunnel leading to the neighbor's yard.
secret tunnels.
Josh Hartnett was a rabbit this whole time.
That's the twist.
And
He's
then,
like
like,
dug
so
tunnels and
There's
disappeared.
just hundreds of police, SWAT. They're all over this house. Lady Raven's in the back of her limo, like, holy shit, this is crazy. You see the driver's side door open, and all you hear is like, "We'll take it from here." And the chauffeur dude's like, "Cool." Gets out. A SWAT team dude gets in the driver's seat and leaves. And nobody is like, "Where the fuck's this car going? Who's in that? Where is this? Why is the chauffeur just letting some rando SWAT dude drive off with Lady Raven?" It's Josh Hartnett in a SWAT costume. He somehow knocked out a SWAT man, changed into the SWAT uniform, all while they're looking for him actively in this same area. He's like a shapeshifter almost, in a way. The way he's able to like just move around in different clothes all the time. So he's like driving in this limousine. She's handcuffed in the back, so she can't get out.
Wait, how did she get handcuffed?
He handcuffs her.
From the front seat? I'm
he
so
like
confused.
He goes back there. He's like, "You're not going anywhere, lady." And then they're like stopped in the street somewhere outside of a club or something.
Yeah, and I was like, Lady Raven, oh my
And then
God.
everybody like looks into the windows. They see her in there, chained, like handcuffed up. Like she like rolls the window down a little bit. She's like, "Help me, help me, help me!" And then he rolls the windows back up. This car just gets surrounded by like hundreds of people, and he's sitting in the front seat. Lady Raven breaks the handcuffs off.
What?
Well, she's like cuffed to a handlebar thing in the back of the limo. And she breaks that,
Bet.
and then she just gets out of the car. So he's just sitting there in this limousine. The car is surrounded by people.
And then SWAT all of a sudden
And
is
then
there.
he's just sitting there and he looks over and he sees like some normal clothes that are just conveniently in the passenger seat. SWAT is there. They tell all the people to back. They got their guns drawn. They tell everybody step away from the limousine. Everybody backs up. And then they just start firing into the driver's seat and everything.
With all
And
these
then they
people
walk
around, by
up
the
to
way.
it. The SWAT team helmet's on top of some boxes now. He has somehow, with people looking in through the windows and looking in through the windshield at him, changed out of his SWAT uniform into random clothes that were just left in the passenger seat. And while the crowd is like in the back watching, so like, let me just try to do this in real time. He's in the front seat, looks over, sees these clothes. The driver's side door is blocked by, the entire car is surrounded with people pressed up against it.
Like a zombie movie.
Yes.
Like a horde.
Exactly. SWAT team pointing their guns at all the car. They're like, "Step away from the car.
We're gonna open
Everybody
fire."
starts backing up. They walk in with their guns drawn. And then you see at the back of the crowd, you see this guy just put his foot up. And you're like, "No freaking way." Like, he somehow changed, got in, got out of the car with nobody
And
noticing.
through the crowd, like through the crazy crowd.
And SWAT.
around to the other side of the car towards the back of the crowd is where he wound up.
And built a little box man in the front seat.
Okay.
Built a fake man in the front seat too. Yes.
And this is all in the trailer.
No,
I'm just kidding.
We're just breaking down the trailer, guys. Okay, no, not only that. So then, as he starts to, like, the second he starts to walk away, you just hear a police guy. He's not in the car. Lock down the.
And he's
the
just walking
area.
down the sidewalk,
Check all
like,
the bars.
Is
Yeah,
he
and it's
doing
like.
one of those, like, got his hands in his
Listen.
jacket.
No, he's just
if
walking.
you think we have gotten to the ridiculous stuff yet, we
Dude!
haven't even gotten
It's been like
close.
20 minutes, and we have like 10 movies. We're still on this one.
I got to keep going. We've gone this far. We didn't go this far just to go this far. His wife is at home alone. The kids are at their aunt's house. The wife's just by herself at home, making herself some tea on the stove. As you do after you find out your husband is for sure the butcher.
Right.
You're like, I'm going to make some tea.
I need to sit.
And I'm going to stay by myself in my same house.
Stay by myself in the same house with every single light off.
Oh.
He shows up, of course.
Hey, honey.
After she says...
The concert was great.
He starts interrogating a little bit, and that's where she reveals, like, I had some suspicions. Your clothes smelled like cleaning fluid. So he takes his shirt off. So he's just shirtless.
Which I appreciated.
Which is just there for Kelsey.
That's fan service.
Legitimately, I want to do a reel where it's like I watched The Trap for the plot, and the plot is just Josh Hartnett every time he has his shirt off.
And then so...
It's like a long time with his shirt off, and it's like, why?
Yeah. He's just sitting there in the dark at the kitchen table, and he has
Best
a
part of
knife.
the movie.
So he's going to kill his wife. She's like, let's just... Riley made this pie. Let's share this pie as one last thing between us.
Then you kill me.
Literally, she's like, then you
Let's
can do your
just
thing
have
or whatever.
This movie sucks.
Let's just have this last moment together. And he's like, okay. So he's just fucking around.
He's like-
he literally says, I'm going to eat this pie in like 5 bites. She's like, yeah, I know. And he's just, nom, 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 nom,
No,
nom,
he'll
nom,
take
nom.
a bite and then he's saying stuff.
Yeah.
Then he'll take a bite. He says like more stuff about like why he does what he does.
She hasn't eaten any of the pie, but he ate all of it.
in exactly
And then he
5
looks
bites.
at like the pie dust from the crust, and he like wipes his fingers through it. He's like, you found my bag, didn't you? She found the go bag, which had some type of powdery substance.
It's just silica gel.
And she mixed it in with the pie because
in the 2 seconds that like
it all
she cut
turns
it to-
out the concert wasn't just the first trap, but he's now in the second trap at his house. And so he is now eating this pie, which is making him weak. And she's like, I thought I was supposed to kill you. He's like, no, it just makes him sleepy. So like, he just starts stumbling after her with a knife.
He's got a
until
cleaver. He's got a
he
cleaver.
sees Haley Mills shows back up.
Wait, which one was this one? The
She was
daughter?
the profiler.
But he
Oh,
thinks
yeah.
it's his mom.
Yeah, she
He's like
thinks it's his mom.
hallucinating
He's
that
having
it's his
mom
mom.
hallucinations.
What? Now it's a hallucinatory drug?
And so as he's walking towards her, he gets hit with a taser. With the police, the SWAT teams are in the living room, and they're like, "Bzz," and he's like, "Ugh," and he ain't going down. So another guy, he's getting electrocuted by 2 SWAT team members with SWAT caliber taser guns.
And he sounds like a fainting
And
goat?
he's like,
But
"Ugh."
it like gives him more strength. Like he like
he gets
is not
stronger,
he's not
tackles a
sleeping anymore.
SWAT team guy. Now, if I'm thinking in real life, the moment any fugitive tackles a SWAT team guy, they're going to open. They were already opening fire on the limousine.
Where there's 300 people in the crowd like surrounding.
But while they're in a home where they are controlling the environment, and Josh Hartnett is now gouging the eyeballs out of a SWAT team member, they're just standing there.
Stun gunning him.
I don't want to get close to him.
And
I
they
don't want to touch
stun
him.
gun him one more time.
You know what?
3
That's
times.
probably the most accurate part of the movie, honestly.
Just,
The failure of
they
the
just keep
police.
stun gunning him until he finally falls out and passes out.
We got him, America.
And it's like, what happened? You guys were willing to kill him dead just for sitting in a limousine.
You guys, this is
He's-
still not the end.
We're not even.
I'm about to walk out of my own
right.
podcast.
No,
Here
okay,
we go.
but this is like I think there's going to be a trap too, and you will hear why.
Oh God, here we go. So they got him. They got him.
He's
Got it,
dead.
boys.
He's not dead. 'Cause
He's
all he-
alive and
He's
well.
asleep.
He's
He took
alive
the
and
sleepy,
he's
and he was electrocuted like 900 times.
The
But
wife
he's
could have
alive.
just went, I'm here to kill you.
I mean,
Bang.
they all could have done this
But they're
numerous
like,
times in this house.
Let's make a pie, and then we'll trick him, and then we'll put
So-
a spell on him and turn him into a frog.
Oh my God, that would have been even better. That would have made me love this movie. So they're walking him out of the house. He's
Wait,
cuffed
that's
up.
right.
He has a sweater back on. They put some clothes back on.
He's a
him.
little sleepy.
No, he's not sleeping anymore.
He's
He's,
just-
not. He's
Pie or
normal.
off.
He's normal now.
He's very much like full-fledged Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers kind of tone on his face, though. Like, he's like, yeah. But there's just SWAT everywhere. He's not going anywhere. They got him handcuffed up. They're walking him out. And his daughter's bicycle's falling over in the grass. And
Because he has OCD. He's
He
like,
has
I need a
OCD.
moment.
He's like, give me a moment. And the SWAT team like, no. And Haley Mills like, let him go. She's kind of like Dr. Loomis from Halloween. Like, she's a profile. She wants to catch this guy, but she's also like, let me see what he's going to do.
And she just tells the cops, and they're like, oh, okay,
yeah,
we'll
she's
just
running
let
the
him
show.
go.
She's running the show. He fixes the bicycle, puts the kickstand down, sets it up. They put him in the back of this SWAT like tank
By himself.
by himself.
Is he handcuffed?
Yes,
Yes.
he's handcuffed in the front.
So
He's
did he just walk behind
No,
the
no, no.
bike and
He's
like
handcuffed in the front. This is very important. He's handcuffed frontwards.
That never happens.
And he has a jacket on.
None of this ever happens. Well, actually, this is loosely based on a true story.
How
where they were giving away Super Bowl tickets, and they were picking names of people who are currently fugitives.
Oh, yeah.
And they were going to go claim these Super Bowl tickets, and when they showed up, they were like, "Surprise! You're under arrest."
Yo.
So they put him in his tank.
Motherfuckers.
We're at the end of the movie. We're at the end of the movie. He's in this tank and he's sitting there, and all of a sudden we go back to the bicycle, and it starts zooming in on a tire, and you're like, "What the fuck?" And one of the spokes is missing. This man, surrounded by 6 SWAT team dudes less than 2 feet away,
Handcuffed.
did not notice him breaking a spoke off of the bicycle tire and hiding in the sleeve of his jacket. So he's in the back of the thing. You see him pulling the spoke out. He is undoing his cuffs, and then he just starts.
No.
Credits.
Woo!
swear to
Everyone
God.
give it up for Trap.
Yay, Trap. I felt trapped watching that movie because I was like, I got to just keep going because I got to see how
That
ridiculous
was
this
just
is
the
gonna get.
first trap.
Oh, God, I can't wait for Trap 2.
I think there is. It's setting it up for Trap 2,
I
right?
don't think.
If they don't
I mean,
take this like the Fast and the Furious and go to space,
Oh, my God.
dude, this is
Josh
bullshit.
Hartnett in space. That happened in Black Mirror, and it was a fantastic episode. So I would be
Did he take his
all
shirt
about
off?
it.
I want.
Yeah, he like ran without his shirt on.
I will be down. Listen, I hated this movie, but if they make Trap 2, I'll be at the theater to watch it.
IMAX.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
watch
free.
this at home on Max.
How
You know,
many how many plot holes out of 5 are you giving this fucking movie?
Oh, God.
Oh God.
Man. I gave it 2.
That's way higher. That's 2 more than I thought you were going to
I
give
gave it a 2.
You?
Yeah, I think I was because like. Even though we've shit on it for like the past 10 hours, I think still like you should watch it just for the ridiculousness.
Yeah, it is ridiculous, and it does move. Like, there's no point in the
Pacing's
movie
Yeah.
where you're like, all right, let's move along here.
Even though she does say to her dad like 10 times,
There's-
"Dad, you're acting weird."
Yeah, and there's still so much that we left out. There's like girls who are bullies to the daughter, and their mom's a psychopath, and she's like yelling at Josh Hartnett in the thing. And he's like, there's a point where he's buying a T-shirt from this guy at the T-shirt vendor guy. They don't have the size, and he's like, come back later and I'll get you the shirt. Josh Hartnett comes back. He's like, yeah, let's go get your shirt. Takes Josh Hartnett to like
The storage.
the storage area under the arena, which never happens. And he's like, yeah, man, I'm a big fan of The Butcher. Look, my friend went by one of his crime scenes before the police showed up. I have pictures of dead body parts. And he's like, all right, T-shirt dude. Then there's an after credit scene where that T-shirt dude is watching the news and sees.
You talk to the butcher.
He's like, I helped him. I helped him so much. No, and he's like,
and then second credits.
Second credits.
You were only in, this is just the first
Trap 2,
credits.
they've teamed up.
ooh, I'd watch that.
This
That
sucks.
he was the best part of the movie. The T-shirt guy was definitely the best part of the movie.
This movie sucks shit through 10 bricks. I hate this. I hate this.
I did too.
I also,
But if
we
they
have
make a
spent half of our podcast on that one
Well, let's
movie.
move on to our creep of the week, and then I'll go get the Esther Smith. We'll do the Esther Smith
I
real
do
quick.
have.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I do creep of the week, or
That's a
I
good-
want to hear about this creep of the week
you
real
do.
quick.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, let me find it.
All right. Anyways,
talk
how's
amongst
everybody
yourselves.
doing tonight? Hi, welcome to Jarrod's Coffee, Tea, and Gallery.
Woo! Dude, he's got the cutest
at the
little
little
baby
dog.
puppy.
There's
baby
little
dog.
puppies wandering all over the
When,
place.
when
they're all
he was
adorable.
holding the puppy earlier, and they were swimming,
I wish I
like swimming through the air. Look at the little
I
jacket.
just want to grab one
What's
of these
that
dogs
pup's
and
name?
cuddle it and like scratch its little
Oh
head.
my god,
God,
that is the cutest little. Oh my god.
I can't even like touch a
Aw.
dog because my child's so allergic.
Adorable.
Like a
Oh my gosh.
baby.
Like even if like there's a kid in his classroom that has a dog at their house, he has to sit away from
I
them.
want the crumb.
I want the crumbs.
Give me the crumb.
Come on, give me the crumbs.
Give me the crumb.
Yay! That puppy got the
You know
crumbs.
what? That just taught us a great lesson of perseverance through adversity.
Just like Josh Hartnett and Trap, there's always a way.
All right, so for anyone that's not familiar, we usually try to find a creep of the week where it's like it's usually a guy, it's usually a Florida
From Florida
man.
guy, yeah.
But this time it's a Greek man.
Oh.
And can we
Oh,
guess?
shalom.
Can we guess what
Nope.
he was doing?
Nope.
I was like, what's Greek?
Opa?
I just thought of that
Opa?
one movie. Opa!
Oh, okay.
We can't take
so
him anywhere,
I'm going
you
to
know?
change it. Brian is now our new creep of the week. So a Greek man was convicted of causing disturbance by entering neighbors' properties
Yeah.
And throwing.
to smell their shoes.
Oh.
This is so fucking gross. Why? Okay, so a judge originally put a 1-month prison sentence on him, but then suspended it because the man was convicted of disturbing his neighbors by repeatedly breaking into their properties to smell their shoes. In court, the guy
Are they
was
leaving
like,
the shoes like outside?
there's a mix of inside and
Okay.
outside.
But did he steal the shoes?
No, he's just sniffing them.
He's
He
just
just.
sniffing.
I'll leave him here.
He's just smelling them.
All right. He's like, I'll be back for you later.
But this has happened multiple times where neighbors catch them and be like, dude, what the hell are you doing? And then finally, I guess someone was like, bro, you can't do this anymore.
The
Call the
second
cops.
any neighbor breaks and enters into my house, that
No,
is
he's just going on the porch.
But he never harmed anybody,
not,
and
going
so the
into the
neighbors were
house.
like,
You
no,
just said breaking in.
Oh.
Well, when he got caught, or the last time he got caught, he was sniffing shoes outside.
You know what I would do?
Okay.
I would just put my shoes outside and leave a sign that says, if you plan to sniff my shoes,
Leave me $1.
$5.
Okay.
$5.
Okay.
$5.
Get this. But then you also
'Cause I
put a
bet he'd
sign,
pay.
don't be greedy, don't take the full can, only take one honor system like
Yeah.
kids at Halloween.
Only one sniff per
Just
$5.
don't
Just
take
go
the
to
shoes.
Goodwill and stock up on shoes. Just leave them outside
Yeah.
for him. Be helpful, because then he won't go to anybody else's places.
So-
he'll get his shoe fill at yours.
This is crazy. I have
You're
a
making
story.
$5.
I don't mean to overtake the story, but I have
No,
a
please.
real kind of story that this happened. Not to me, my neighbor. Okay, at my parents' house. when
My
they have
neighbor.
my.
Sorry.
We live in a society. My father. Whatever he does. Anyways, I'm the
For people that hate the Dark Knight so much, you guys talk about the Dark Knight.
Well, because we're making fun of it, Kelsey.
Yeah,
What happened to
Kelsey.
your neighbor's shoes?
What happened to the neighbors?
It's not the shoes, but my parents have this house where there's an alley that goes between, and so that's where all the big trash cans are, and then both sides of the street both put their shit in that alley.
Okay.
Now, exactly across the alley from my parents, you can see them. We have a deck. Well, I don't live there now, but my parents have a deck by their pool, so when you're standing on it, you can see over all the neighbors' houses. It's just a little bit elevated, right?
Okay.
So. His name's Danny. He lives with his sister. They're an older whatever, but he had some what do you call landscapers come over, and he's like, hey, I got rocks here. Just do this here. Just do this here, and that's it. You don't need to come in the house. You don't. If you have any questions, give me a call. I will be inside the home. I don't want you or any of your people in my house. You're doing landscaping. You don't need to come inside. Just
What if they have to pee?
Yeah.
then ask. Don't just go in the house and be like, wait, where's your bathroom? No, dude. I'll open the side gate. You come in. You do your thing. So he lets them through his side gate. He's like, cool, you guys going to be here at 9, whatever. Goes back to sleep. He's like, cool, just close the side gate on the way out. Here's your money. Do your thing. Wakes up to them in his room.
In his room?
Rummaging.
While he's sleeping?
Rummaging through his drawers. His sister, who lives there, who owns the house, she left either to work or run an errand or whatever, and then they were like, well, let's go inside. All right, that's
For
all right, back
those
to the story.
For those listening or just tuning in, we have a Jedi who walks in every once in a while here, and we greet them. John
Accordingly.
Williams.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he wakes up and there's this Mexican man just going through his stuff, and he's like, excuse me, what the fuck are you doing? And then he looks over, and then the dude just ran out of the house.
Wait, but I don't understand. But he was sleeping in the bed.
And he woke up.
Why? But why? Why?
Where else do you want him to be sleeping in his own house?
Okay, but why not an empty room? If you're gonna rummage through things, why not be in an empty room?
Oh, you're saying the guy that was? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Huh.
He maybe I have no
How
clue.
did you go from someone sniffing shoes to
Because someone
he's
came
breaking into
into
their
his
residence.
house and was invading his
Yeah.
privacy.
Who knows what he's trying to
I
sniff in
honestly
there.
think I would rather someone trying to steal my stuff than sniffing my shoes.
Either way, what I'm saying is I wake up and I see a random person in my house, especially while
That's
I'm
scary.
in bed. I'm
And
going to kill him.
What?
Whoa.
Oh my God. Okay. Welcome
How
to
are you going to
Scaredycast,
do
everybody.
that? Whoa, those guns. Dude, walk me through this, please. And please, just walk me through it. I want to see it in my mind. He's got
we
his
go.
back to you. You're in bed.
Yeah.
You look up. He's rummaging through the dresser.
So,
he has his
okay.
back
Just
to
give
you.
him a little kiss on the neck.
What's next?
That'll get him out of there.
What's
So here
next?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping.
Uh-huh.
There goes my mask. There goes my mask.
Oh, God.
All right. So first
Yeah.
off, I'm
Wait.
waking up. I'm waking up because the cats are screaming because they're
Wait,
hungry.
please put on that mask while you tell this story.
You're not gonna be able to hear. It's
That's
gonna be-
okay. You'll be able to hear. You'll be good. I want the mask on. Yes, this is my fantasy.
Here, while you guys do that, I'm gonna go grab the stuff from the
No,
car.
I'll do it. It's okay. You got a seated? Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, baby.
I think you need to put those
I
underneath.
don't think so. Here, I got you. Oh, sorry.
So here I am.
I'm just. Oh God, yes.
I just wake up, right? The cats are going, meow, meow. No, because they're hungry, because that's what they do to me.
Oh.
So this guy walks in, he's trying to be all sly, right? I
Yeah.
got like 6 fans running in my room, so it sounds like a Costco freezer.
Okay.
So I'm probably not hearing him come in.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so he's in there, he's rummaging through my dresser.
Yeah.
He's going through my dresser. Okay, I
Yes.
don't know what he's gonna find in there. Because I don't keep anything.
What if he just
Just
wants,
get
like,
to
your-
the part where you attack
Yes.
him.
So then I wake
Yeah.
up and then I'm like, hey, what the fuck?
Oh.
Who are you?
You give him a heads up,
Yeah, dude. Because
dude. Come on.
Brian's getting killed in a scary movie
let me
for
start
sure.
over. Let me
Here's
start
what
over.
I'm doing.
Let's hear it, Tone.
All of that to hear
yours-
my story.
Yours is boring. Hey, what are you doing? That's not what you're supposed to creepily get up like this.
Like a cat?
Yes.
And then I'm like, meow,
And then while he's
meow.
rummaging, fans are going, cats are meowing. He can't hear you behind him.
Okay.
That's when you jump off the edge of your bed and grab him from the back and take him out. You know,
Take him out where?
Can
His
you
favorite
imagine
restaurant?
Tony
on
coming
his
at
shoulders.
Can you
Wrap
imagine?
him up.
Could you imagine Tony jumping off of a bed and
Yeah.
landing on a man's shoulders?
you? Hell yeah.
You
It's
won't
like
believe how
Spider-Man.
agile I am if there's a stranger in my bedroom.
So,
In good and bad ways.
is your wife in there now?
No,
Is she still asleep?
she's still sleeping because a train could crash into our house and she's not going to wake up.
Dang.
So yeah,
Then
you
what?
jump on him and you put him in what you have your choice. You have sleeper hold. You have cobra clutch. Okay, you have
Camel,
the $1 million
the camel
dream. There's different things you could do.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, you guys are also
Pick
getting a
gun.
free
He
martial arts
knows,
lesson.
like, yeah, dude,
Ooh,
Cobra
okay,
Clutch.
all right.
That gets his arm caught up. That's where Cobra Clutch is where you're strangling him with his own arm.
I feel like you set me up like, hey man, tell me what would happen, just so you could be like, that was a fucking stupid idea. That was
Yeah,
terrible.
I was
This
ready
is
for
what we're
you
gonna do.
to
And I
take
was
this,
like,
and your plan was number one, ask him what he's doing. No, man.
I already got the gun in
Because
my
then
hand.
he turns around. He's like,
I already got
yes.
the gun in my hand.
And like,
Take that! I'm gonna come all over your
You
socks.
don't know what he's doing in that door.
And I'm like,
gonna
fuck
go.
you, dude.
Hey, welcome to Jarrod's
Welcome to
Coffee
Jarrod's
Tea
Coffee
Gallery.
Tea. We're not talking about
Don't
killing
listen
people.
to this. We're being dirty. Okay, I'm gonna go get the equipment to do the Estes method.
All right, Brian,
then
for anyone who's not familiar
I'll
with the
give you
SS method,
guys-
you can.
I was gonna give you guys a topic
Oh.
while I go.
A top.
The three of us.
Yes.
Very close. We're like family.
Only closer.
Here's something to discuss
Okay.
and think about. Out of the three of us, only two of us are going to be attending the other one's funeral, while only one of us will have
Jesus.
none of us at their funeral.
What? This is like a riddle I'm not prepared for.
Is the answer 3?
Two of us will be at the other one's funeral, and one of us have 0 people at our funeral? Is this a riddle? Oh.
And then who dies last out of the three of you?
Okay, so first of all, who's dying first, you, me, or Tony? Tony. Second of all,
Damn, that was no hesitation. I don't know. I mean, life is very unpredictable. I could die tonight.
it's true. But assuming we're all living till
Like
he's got us by like
this was actually a trap for me.
he's got us by like what 10, 12 years. So I mean, he's already got the odds are looking good in his favor.
Okay. Well, I am a woman, and usually women live longer
True.
as well.
So I'm pretty screwed.
So it's between you and Tony.
Mm-hmm.
I think you guys just got to rock paper scissors. But I don't know. After that break-in thing and your plan, I think maybe you.
I mean, I do have a gun right next to my.
I mean, but if you're saying, what are you doing before you even use it? Or
I don't-
what if, like, okay,
I don't
that's
want to
what's
have
so
to
scary-
kill somebody,
that's
but
what's so
if I
scary
can
about
control the
it.
situation without killing somebody,
That's what's
I'd like
so scary
to.
about Gunzo is like, what if you're like hallucinating or something? What if you like took too many
Don't-
Value Sesh gummies?
Well, no such thing.
This episode's been brought to you by Value Sesh
Yeah,
gummies.
dude, I'm already like 4 gummies deep.
Yeah, we can tell. Just kidding.
Damn.
All right. So while Tony's grabbing the equipment, what is the Estes method?
Estes
for
method is
anyone?
basically all right. So when everybody wants, if you want to talk to ghosts, typically you get a spirit box. So it does that like, and then it's like you ask questions, and it's scanning all these radio frequencies, waiting for some little tidbit of a song or someone talking or an ad or something where the ghost can take the word that they want to say and say it. I don't know if that's picking up at all. So that's going
So this
scanning
is-
through its stations right now. And so
Yes.
then if we ask like, hey, how old are you? And all of a sudden it'll be like 7. It's like, oh, was that a 7? Is it a kid? And then you start thinking. Then you can ask more questions, blah, blah, blah. Now, the Estes method is basically, instead of just trying to talk to the spirit box or get a reaction or a reply, somebody puts on earphone or like headphones, earmuffs, whatever, and a blindfold to basically deprive you of your senses. So that way you can only focus on hearing. And then everybody else in the room will ask questions to whatever presences are here. And as we're asking questions, only Tony is going to be able to hear what's going on in the spirit box. So he will have no idea what we are asking, but he will say words that he hears in response. Therefore, kind of creating a degree of separation.
Welcome. Are you bacon?
Bacon.
Oh, bacon!
Bacon!
You guys all know what this looks like, so.
A big old bacon strip.
Bacon.
Hell yeah. Bacon, bacon, bacon.
Oh my God. You just took me back to the 90s.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God. That's a little dog that was like jumping over the other dog. Oh my God. Wow.
Bacon strips.
Okay.
We are not sponsored by Purina or Pedigree or whatever the hell they are.
Not yet.
All right, so
Not yet.
Tony's
You're
got
right.
the blindfold on now, and he's going to be putting on noise canceling headphones. And then you give us a thumbs up tone when you are all good.
When I'm in the matrix.
When you're in, when you're jacked in.
Oh, I can still kind of hear. That's all right. Let me turn this on. I won't hear nothing.
Yeah, because it's annoying.
Should we do it without this? Without this? No, because then we need to.
I am now locked in.
Okay.
Whatever words or voices I hear, I'll spit at you.
Okay, can you hear us on the mic right now? Should we just talk normal? Can you hear us? Okay, I'm going to say no. So, all right, so there's at least 16 ghosts here.
That's supposedly that is.
Death.
Okay, so let's start asking questions.
I don't like that.
There's apparently 16 identified ghosts in this building.
Matt.
Matt? Okay, interesting. Is that a name or like... Anyways, who... is there any spirits here in this building? Do they reside here? They rest here? Are you here with us? Are you okay with us being here in your residence, your place?
Rising.
Do we have any names? Do we have any... how old are you? Can you give us any sort of information?
Girl. That was like a loud girl.
Okay.
Girl.
All right, so there's a girl here. Maybe can we get a name?
Yeah. Can you...
Dang it.
Can you... Dang. Can you tell us your name? Or is there a lady in our presence, in our midst? Kelsey, would you like to ask anything to her?
How you doing,
What?
girl? How you doing, girl?
Sup, girl? What's up
What's
with
up,
that?
That was
Yes.
like a real one, I think.
What was?
I said what?
Okay, I'll say it
I'm
a
not
little
good at
louder.
these questions. I don't like asking.
Oh, you're getting a call. We should put it on the speaker.
Noise.
Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear the...
Dude.
Okay, did you hear the phone call? What's going on? Are you... is there any...
All right, so we heard a girl. If that girl is with us, can you tell us how old you are or your name?
Or like anything about yourself, where you come from? Is there any sort of keywords or anything that you'd like to tell us about yourself besides girl? Besides, is there anyone else here? Are you alone? Are you with
Care.
Care?
Care Bear. Care Bear.
Care, maybe someone named Carrie.
Carrie, is that your name?
What?
For real.
Oh, she's a Valley girl.
She said, for real, girl.
Hey, Care, what's up? What's up, Care
girl?
Bear? What are you watching on Netflix right now, Care Bear?
Did you watch The Trap?
we just told you everything about it. It's
She's like,
terrible.
spoilers.
Yeah. Do you like anybody in this room right now? You could probably go up and maybe touch them. Maybe go give them a poke on the shoulder or something.
Hear me.
Hear me. I'm listening. What do you have to say to us?
There's like a lady's voice in here that's,
It's like the same voice.
yeah. She said, yeah.
What?
Someone
Stop.
just said, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What year is it? What's the year right now? Where are you at? What happened to you?
All right. I got to stop for a second. There is a lady talking to us, legit.
Can I try?
So, like, for what this thing does, hang on, let me turn on for a
Nino,
second.
get in here.
This thing basically scans radio stations. Let me unplug it real quick.
You know, you can sit in my spot.
And so, this is really happening. So, you hear it doing this. And so, basically, what it's doing is it's going just through radio stations. So, every time you hear, like, that's one station, then it goes to the next. It only stays on each station for, like, not even half a second.
It goes like
okay?
10, 20, 30, 40,
So
50. It's just
what-
constantly scanning.
What you'll hear is like sometimes you'll hear a voice come through, but it's like on one of those stations. So you hear like a song or a DJ or whatever. But like what happened up in Jerome when we caught it, and what's happening right now is you hear a voice, but it's like overlapping the other stations.
I want to try. Oh, wait, you need to do this.
So like as it scans through 3 stations, it's one word over top. But it's like super faint, and it's like a lady, and she's like, she said, hear me.
Yes.
She said, yeah. She said something else.
Was it lady?
I think
Because that's
and,
how
like,
we knew
she
it was
said
a
a
lady?
couple other things, but like I couldn't make it out.
Okay.
But girl.
This
yeah,
on
yeah.
first. Girl, thank you. Okay. So now.
Yes.
No, this way. That way?
Here, let me see that. I'll turn it on for him.
Okay. There you go.
It's got to be plugged back in too.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, basically, what
Everybody,
you're going to
Nino's
do
here.
is do your
You all know
absolute
Nino.
best to completely ignore us. Just literally try and just like lock in right in there. We
Yeah.
want only what you can hear, not what you're hearing from us, but just look for something.
All right.
Just let it.
Here
Let
we
it
go.
happen.
I'm turning it on right now and starting it.
Tell us if you hear it.
Okay.
Okay. Can you hear us? Okay. So we're gonna talk a little bit quieter.
Huh?
Beat me. Whatever you hear, say it really loud. Say like you're. Tell us.
Pull them off. Like, put the mic. Where's Kelsey's microphone at?
Tell us when you hear stuff and just say
Oh.
it really loud so we can hear. Okay, so here we go. Nice. All right, anybody have any questions?
North.
North. I don't know where north is. North that way?
North?
North is that way?
North is that way.
Where are we? Okay, north is that way.
Lonely.
Lonely. That's weird.
Why are you lonely?
Why? Yeah. Are you alone? What do you see? What do you? Yeah. Where are you here with us right now? Where are you? Where are you in the room?
What's your favorite color?
Are you more of like a McDonald's fry girl or like a Burger King fry girl?
McDonald's for sure.
Everybody says that. Yeah. I like Burger King. I'm just gonna say.
No.
No.
She does not. She does
No,
not like
she
Burger
does
King.
not like Burger King. She's a McDonald's girl.
Are you down with the king?
What's your favorite food?
Is there
Is there food you like?
Is there something here that belongs to you?
What's your favorite song?
Do you live here?
Yes.
Okay. Are you a lady? Do you have a name that you
Jack.
can give up? No. Hey Jack, put the lady back on. I wasn't talking to you, man.
How old are you?
Yeah, how old are you, Jack, if you're here? How old are you? Do you want us here? Are you okay with us being here?
Where's the beef?
He literally said shh.
Do you want us to stop talking to you?
Should we leave right now?
Haley.
Oh, we have another one maybe here? Is there another ghost here?
Hey,
with
is there
us?
somebody who knows the names of the 16 ghosts that are supposed to be here? Well, like some of them at least.
Do we have any names for the ghosts that are
Can
here?
we get somebody to do some quick research and get us some names?
Yeah, we need to fact check.
Is
some
there
of these
anybody?
names.
How many people are here with us that are not among the living?
Can we?
Can we?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, whatever you want. Just go for it.
Just tell us.
yeah, just.
You want us to?
Food.
You want some
Ooh,
food?
they want to eat. Yo.
We heard about some really good chicken wings down the street.
Yeah, there's
You wanna
also
come-
some bagels and
Yeah. You want to go with Brian and go get some?
you want to get some chicken
'Cause
wings?
if you're going to attach yourself to any of us, please be Brian.
This is exactly like this is exactly like me dating in real life too. Just talking to someone who's not listening to me, and I'm like, chicken
Good
wings.
luck.
Come on a date with me.
Good luck.
Good luck.
I'm.
Nino, go away. I'm talking about the ghosts. What they're saying, man.
No, that's. I literally heard the words "good luck."
Jesus, Jack. Listen, man.
Yeah, who said that? Jack?
Yeah,
Haley?
who said that? Who said that?
Who's out there? Give us your names. Who's all here with us?
Yeah.
Are you enjoying this podcast?
Am I looking at you right now? Are you in this room?
If you're enjoying
Tony.
it. What?
They want Tony.
No, they don't.
They want you.
That's not my name.
Nah,
I
dude.
don't know who you're talking
Tony,
They're
about.
like,
No, that's
they're like, Brian.
damn it.
finish it all.
Okay, let's finish up here,
Finish it.
everybody. Right?
What was that like? What was it weird?
Oh my god! I need crystals. I need a cross.
No, but like for real.
At my house tonight. Real talk, like how that was. It was like. I mean, you could obviously still hear you guys, like not as much, but
Yeah.
like just a little bit.
I just hear like,
yeah, it's like muffled.
Yeah.
And then there was like periods where like the tapping, it was like and it was like trying to find something.
Yeah.
And when it was getting close to something, it would be like maybe there's something over here. And then that's when I would hear like words, and it said your name twice. Like the first time was a guy, it was like
Oh,
Tony.
great.
Then the second time it was like a girl screaming Tony, and then right before it was like finish it all. So she wants.
Hi, welcome to Jarrod's Tea and Coffee Gallery. Just welcome. I'm haunted now, I guess. So.
Well, you have Jack and possibly his girlfriend following you home.
Is this on?
Yes.
Does anyone know if are there a Jack and Haley who've died here?
Did we
Somebody-
get another name too? We're looking it up. Okay.
Oh, we're looking it up. Okay.
We're finding
Kelsey,
out.
do you want to come and take your seat back, please, so I can go
Thank you,
sage
Nino.
myself? Thank you all so much. Love you.
Love you. Thanks for scaring yourself for us, for our enjoyment. So now that you have a ghost just screamed your name and told you to finish it all, you ready to go home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready to.
Well,
My
on that
original
note-
plan was to go home and have some value sesh rabbit hole gummies and play Call of Duty all night.
Sounds
but
good. Do it.
I think one of the things probably shouldn't happen
Call of Duty.
considering the circumstances. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely Call of Duty.
It's
'cause-
always no way, dude. Too scary. Too scary for me.
Oh gosh.
Well, on that note, Tony,
Yeah.
I think maybe I need to get another ride home because I don't
Okay.
want to be
Probably a good idea.
in the car
They're-
with a ghost.
They probably want to ride shotgun, so
That's fine. I'll sleep in the back.
It's just
no,
great.
but
Oh,
thank you guys so much for being here with
I'm gonna
us.
tune in.
you gonna tune in real quick?
Yeah, we can end it. I just
Yeah.
want to. I don't
All right,
know.
go for
I'm
it.
all excited.
Anyone
Get
that
in there.
wants to hang around
Plug
and listen
in.
to Brian. But yeah, we just want to say thank you so much for spending your Saturday night with us. Thank you to Jarrod's Coffee for allowing us to be here. And for anyone that would like to learn more about Scaredycast, you can visit scaredycast.com. This is our last event of October. We are going to be at Sanctum of Horror for their Blackout next Friday, and then in Chicago with Days of the Dead in November, and maybe some things in between there. But we're taking a little break, and we just appreciate everyone's support to allow us to be able to do things like this.
And thanks to Evil Izzy's Haunted Emporium, the greatest horror costume Halloween shop that's year-round in town.
That's right. This episode is brought to you by none other than Izzy's Evil Izzy's Haunted Emporium. Thank you, Nino.
Brian is repeating what he's hearing in the
I'm done. I'm going to
spirit
the
box
bathroom.
right now. Let's. What do you see right now?
This is so crazy, dude.
Oh,
It's like quiet, and then it's just going like really loud.
anyways, thank you, everybody.
4.